Agarth wanted me to keep an eye on Lady Shear. I've been reviewing my notes of our last trip to Alabastra, and I've come to some startling conclusions about your death. I don't know exactly, but it must have been a tremendously powerful source of magic. So you were attuned to the well in my lab, but Hugh's well captured your essence. The power in Bale seems to have been the What's more, I think that power is the source of the Prismere crystals. Something intelligent and malignant. The creature the Tuatha, something incredibly powerful. I don't know if we even have a name for what she is. She's not a god. She's something much, much worse. And judging by the growth of this Prismere, whatever Gadflow's been doing, it's all in order to bring her here. So you've got to stop him before it's too late. Tirnoch isn't a god. No god has ever commanded that much magic directly. Whatever I can see why Gadflow would worship her. Imagine controlling that much raw magic. With tremendous difficulty. Even so, there weren't as many Tuatha here. Magic which you provided, in fact. You never did explain where you got those fascinating little artifacts. Just remember what I said.
Ventrinio insists on coming with me. Just no telling where his true loyalties lie, or what he might do. I was going to sneak there by myself, but Ventrinio don't worry. I'll make sure he's safe. Very noble, but we need to stay separate in order to avoid drawing too much attention. The gnome is more than a... I'll see you soon enough. Don't worry. Now that you've driven off the Tuatha, those House of Pride fools don't even want to acknowledge they ever served. Disgusting little turncoats. But useful ones to have on our side. As long as we keep an eye on. I'll see you in Alabastra.
And he named it Prismere. It grows far beneath the Amethyst. It pierces the world, and the blood that flows from these wounds feeds Gadflow's hungry mind. These crystals, this Prismere, whispered to him promises of power, of godhood. It corrupted his nature. The seeds of a blizzard sprouted in the form of a beautiful crystal. It was a gift from her, ere we knew our doom was at hand.
By Lyria, it was you who stood against Balor when Telera fell. I am commander of the Ariad. Do you bring word of my reinforcements? I was a scout under Telera's command when Balor was first unleashed upon us. I witness for what you have done, friend. You'll never have to buy your own ale. When the Ariad chose me, I'd lost everything. My friend, we trained for years, preparing to take the battle to the Tuatha. Then, even if it means my last breath, I will see. We are called the eyes and ears of the Alfar, but the Ariad is more. We are the sword in the dark, the whisper of death. My men trained for years to be unleashed upon the Tuatha. I swear, before I too have fallen, winter will burn. Even after the Balor was unleashed, I believed in Telera. She was the great general. I thought, and so she did. Oh, to have been there, at her side. The ash covering the ground ahead is all that remains of my men. All fallen. The Tuatha have built a gauntlet of spell-casting sentries who greeted our every advance with fire. Who says I am? Who says you are? This is Shadow Pass, youngling. Maybe we're all dead, but I swear, whether I am dead or not, my spear will taste the blood of those arrogant I will make them pay the butcher's bill for what they've done. It's just, these two Arthur wage war like none I've known. Magical, but if you're brave enough to challenge them, we may have a chance. They're using the terrain against us. If you can neutralize these sentries, I will charge the approach myself. Together, we might be able to break. The pass ahead is defended by a sorcerer. See if you can find a path to his position and attack him from behind. If you can do until later, then. I am ready to advance on the... Until later, then. Friend. It has begun, but we must press on lest the two... There are more sentries ahead. Each must be killed before... Well done so far. The next pass might be trickier. That once you've felled them both, I will charge them until later then.
The skulls atop high fulgen shine, and coldly gleam in a precise line. For us who chew on hollowed bones, while alive we wail vapid moans. It's delight for us to feed, to feast, we the winter of the East. We the corpses in putrid bloom, we of decay and twilight gloom, will never halt our hungered wait, till spilled blood is on our plate. So come into our lands at night, and see an endless wintry sight.
Got myself a little tied up. And is it a trick of the eye, or are these crystals growing? Just got myself tied up in some trouble with the lope. Honestly, I haven't had this much fun in decades. Not on your life. This old man can still take care of him, but I will take just a moment to catch my breath. Stupid old... Keep going. I'll meet you at vengeance.
Excellent work. The main Tuatha encampment lies ahead. Take cover with me there. The Tuatha are consumed by madness and deserve only death. The main Tuatha encampment lies ahead. Take cover with me there, and we'll discuss the final. I'll be here. The final Tuatha encampment is just ahead. It looks like they are... I cannot deceive you. This will be a suicide mission. But we need only kill Decidin, and Shadow Pass will be rid of the... He has killed countless Alfar. When the Tuatha first pushed us across the sea, Decidin led the van. I lost many friends that day, and I have not forgotten the one who's... Press forward! We have shattered 2 of their lines. We must break them now, before they can regroup. Stay safe.
Gadflow's corruption has reduced my homeland to this barren waste. And it's only getting... The Pale Country, once the peaceful home to my homeland, will not suffer this indignity. Together! You've still got plenty of this blasted wasteland to go. You're lucky you don't remember how beautiful they used to be. Now keep your wits about you. These Prismia crystals are alive, and inside them, I feel so... I've spent countless centuries in these lands. I promise. Watch out. Gadflow's corruption has reduced my homeland to this. Watch out for Twilight Pass. worse.
The anger festers in the heart, and perfectly you play the part of hero to the summer's west, bringing Tuatha to their rest. Why do you try so hard in vain? Why bring the others senseless pain? Don't you see, mortal, don't you see the body impaled on the tree? Will you not witness their loss and feed upon the awful dross? Or walk again past corpses new, without care for the rotting few?
That's the last of them. We've paid a heavy price. But I'll make camp here until it was an honor to fight by your side. Maybe this will help you out. Stay safe.
The House of Vengeance enacted the whims of our mad king. The divided court became Gadflow's Tuatha by force or by rebirth. The Winter Fae dwindled before this wave of frenzied strife, and before long, they were soldiers in an immortal army, or they were outcast. The greatest of vengeance, Malwyn, Claran, Vescain among them, became his witch knights. War had come again to the Fae. But instead of by Lord Own, it was Gadflow the king without a winter.
want to be left alone.
What do you want?
I wonder if Ordo and Nell escaped from Neverwinter.
I hope we leave soon. Death is a mortal fear. Esha is strong.
I am surprised to see a mortal so far south, especially after what your kind is. Before, there was balance. The Great Cycle cradled us all. Now, Bareth was right about you. Your mortality is contagious. The caverns of Twilight Pass were long ago seized by the Mergen. Their queens block the passages. It is a blessing that we've evaded them this long. You are, by my reckoning, a step closer to absolution. No sins. Come. The tunnel is not long, but my people are weak and unfit for... Let's go. Your eyes may be sharp, but these shadows are the blood. He was the wisest of us, the sage of Twilight Pass. His first lifetimes were spent as a... But I have not glimpsed Bareth since the attack, and I fear for his safety. If you journey to Eventide, it was one of the 3 summer houses tending to Fae memorials to prepare them for their renewal on this land. Tuatha controlled the whole area. It saddens me to think how many of our lands tried. It sickens me to think of all the destruction and malice he has brought to our people. Someday, he will be overcome. Perhaps, I suppose, it is possible. At one time, the clan of Eventide thrived, until the Tuatha marched through the pass, slaughtering. I am from the clan of Ashmore. After our home was these few remaining Fae I found in hiding. But I cannot guide them out of... There has never been such a certainty, such blind faith in the gifts of this world. But whether now we Fae perish as you do, never to return. Voices lost in the smoke of Gadflow's god. There is no winter, a dark and bleak land to the north. There is an exit to Shadow Pass at the end of the cavern. If my people can reach it, they... Let's go. I am disappointed in your efforts, Mortal. I should have known better than to...
The anger festers in the heart, and perfectly you play the part of hero to the summer's west, bringing Tuatha to their rest. Why do you try so hard in vain? Why bring the others senseless pain? Don't you see, mortal, don't you see the body impaled on the tree? Will you not witness their loss and feed upon the awful dross? Or walk again past corpses new, without care for the rotting few?
I'll be here.
The House of Vengeance enacted the whims of our mad king. The divided court became Gadflow's Tuatha by force or by rebirth. The Winter Fae dwindled before this wave of frenzied strife, and before long, they were soldiers in an immortal army, or they were outcast. The greatest of vengeance, Malwyn, Claran, Vescain among them, became his witch knights. War had come again to the Fae. But instead of by Lord Own, it was Gadflow the king, without a winter.
you have returned. No Bulgan tough enough to best the hero, eh? Ah, thank you, mortal. High Fulgen will be a bit...
Hey, you're the hero of Melsenshi. Don't have much for supplies, but you're welcome to them. Thanks to you, things are improving at the camp. We are better prepared. She lacks faith in herself, but she's the not Captain Canwen. She'll survive this war and be recognized for her courage. I like where I am and what I do, and I haven't made the mistake of changing things once, but one can always change things back.
Is back? Great news! A healer will patch our wounds, but we'll need... I don't suppose you'd agree to help us again. Anella is a curious sort, impetuous. She talked a lot about the Whispering Cave, so that's a good place to start. In the middle of all this, the fool goes on an expedition in Whispering Cave. Goodbye. Thanks to you, we might actually live to see. It's refreshing to find a person who loves... I heard he was promoted once, but then found a... Anyhow, Ilva's a good man. And merchant, too. Feel free to ask him if you need... Goodbye.
I am supposed Bareth was right about you. It's someday he will be up. I am from the clan. These few remaining Fae. Now we Fae perishes a dark and bleak land to the north. It was one of the 3 summer but I have not glimpsed Bareth since the attack. Tuatha controlled the whole area, but it is a blessing that we've evaded them. You are, but let's go. Your eyes may be sharp. There is an exit to Shadow Pass. At one time, the clan of... Let's go. Your eyes may be sharp. Let's go. Not now. Watch your back. Your eyes may be sharp, but these shadows are the blackest in Alabastra. Let's go. On behalf of the Ashmore survivors, I think now go. Others need you still. See you again. Many thanks, mortal. I will now that the survivors have made it safely out of the cave, I will be staying with them. It sickens me to think of all the destruction, and someday he will be overcome. Perhaps see you again.
Hail, friend.
I think at first they were genuine friends. We were so young, with nothing in the world to really concern us. There was no place for malice or resentment. I don't care anymore, they're not worth my breath. I was in a place of promise. Lyria's magic shined throughout the halls. New and interesting people were everywhere. None as interesting as that divine spirit, but promising. I learned more there in 2 days than I did my entire life elsewhere. In fact, I owe my mentors a debt of gratitude. Were it not for them, I would never have found it.
fool. I was counting on the Tuatha guards to lead me to the staff once I got out of here. Now I'll have to consult the Grim. Thanks for nothing. Yes, I know I'm too beautiful to be an intellectual. Well, I am. Not just any summoner, but the greatest since Arba. None could rival him, in life or death. His power was so great, even the god. With his staff, I shall be his rightful heir, the Summoner Supreme. Cole made it back to the camp. If he's returned, the camp will need services as you help me, and I might be inclined to help Camp Moondown in return. She just wants her weaponsmith back. The captain doesn't realize I didn't enlist to sharpen swords. I joined so I could come here. It's a staff crafted by the brilliant Dokkalfar mage, Arba. According to his writings, he imbued it with great summoning powers in Prismeer. Come, I'll show you. Constantly under attack from the Tuatha, it's not very hospitable. They guard the breath of Arba. Up ahead, I nearly determined its resting place when you blundered in here and killed the Tuatha guards. I'm tired of waiting. I have been... What? What? Thank you, I suppose, for getting... No point in keeping it for yourself. It'll only work for one, such as me, who can escort me to the exit where it is safe, and you can give me the staff there. What? Got the staff. I want to stay as far away from Whispering Caves as possible. Surely the camp is fortunate to have my aid. Skilled weaponsmiths don't just land at one's feet. They... well, apparently. Holmes' a secretive one. Whatever his reasons for staying, he won't survive long without a healer. Goodbye. weaponsmith? Alive? And she brings with her a powerful magic? Such aid is and well timed. The Tuatha are on the move. Goodbye. Thanks to you, we might actually live to see reinforcements arrive. I only hope you could bring back the mercenaries. We hired them when reinforcements. We'll need them if we are to hold a bit longer. Are you up to the task? We couldn't afford their fee anymore, simple as that. They meant to desert us, but didn't get far before the Tuatha pushed them back. You'll have to deal with their leader, Gorham Kane. A necessary evil. Run-of-the-mill mercenaries. None more than the leader, Gorham Kane's a harsh man. Probably for good. They have a temporary camp on the natural bridge to the south. They plan to depart Alabama. Goodbye.
What? Yes?
Yes, what's mine is yours. If I have something you need, you're welcome. Legend has it that the wall surrounding Alabastra.
Hi there, hero. Hi there, hero.
Can I help?
I don't need no more stragglers trying me for a penny. Damn parasites. High Fulgen's no place for the likes, because I don't lift a finger without getting paid. Without a contract, I'm just another soldier waiting for his turn to die. Fine. You must know a thing or two about sacrifice. We'll go to Moondown and we'll fight, but after this I'm through with charity. It's a mass grave. They just don't know it yet. Between you and I, I'm not made of stone, but being a hired sword means you can't fight every battle that inspires you. This camp is fortunate to have the mercenaries. Perhaps our purses will get a bit weightier from this fortune. Her persistence is honourable, even if her open. But honour doesn't pay for our meals, our war is about survival. Honour has no place on this battle. There are few more important locations in this. The Tuatha wish to keep us out of Alabastra, and they will I spent the first few years of the Crystal War as a soldier. Damn me if you want, I'm alive, aren't I? We came out here to find work. Word is, Trav's not stingy with the coin. He is commanding officer of a group of Alphars. Captain Trav tends to do things but pay is pay and gold is gold, so who gives a damn, right? Goodbye.
Hello. Hello.
Thank you for restoring Camp Moondown and helping us repel the Tuatha. I am no great leader. I can't offer the inspiration my soul. Speak to them, inspire them to greatness, and we just might... Yes, if you could speak to the troops, it would fan... They trust you, hero. Lead them. Goodbye.
Hello.
Things go. Keep your head in the battle.
Cannot thank you enough. Be safe in your travels, and remember, you will always have friends at Camp Moondown. You are welcome in our camp anytime.
I hate to admit it, but you did the right thing bringing us. Goodbye.
O gloried stranger in our land, bringing death with the fate's own hand, filling the graves with corpses new, that feed the vultures, mortals too. Yes, they'll eat the flesh of the dead, and tear the limbs off, and the head. They only need the slightest lie to give them reason as to why their minds should be free from all guilt. And that is how your morals wilt. Continue, stranger, in our home, where demons tread and evils roam. For you are now a part of woe, blight, dusk, ruin, and living foe.
You must hurry. There is much to do. Gask and his forces are preparing to march. They know about the king, and they are the survivors of Eventide to consider. I have not heard a whisper from across the pass. And Esha, she plots a fool's errand. We must stop her. Ashmore and Eventide stand astride the pass, the corridor leading from Bale to the wider world. When we refuse to stand Wonderful! Your attack will give us time to organize an escape. Do not underestimate Gask. He is among Gadflow's best. His camp of Cadsimir is to the north, but you must defeat his witch knights along with the Fae himself. I have faith in you. Last I heard, he was working to understand the beasts known as Murgan, but I have not seen him in so long and could not tell you what became of him. She was once of the House of Vengeance, and has always served as the guardian of Ashmore. But she is only one warrior. Esha fears an attack, and wishes to lead survivors to safety. Perhaps you can talk her out of it. She readies her people below. An agent of Gadflow, and head witch knight of Cadsimir. Little is known of him, but this is not important. His actions here are a grim enough tale. They did not sense the changing of the tide as I did. The first of Gast's soldiers occupied the pass, severing Ashmore from Eventide. We of Ashmore retreated into these caverns, and know not of what fate befell Eventide since. There are many good folk. He lords over Twilight Pass from the plateau above, rarely seen, his minions executing his bloody work. Be careful.
But Gadflow was not content to rule the Court of Winter. Mortals would bow before him as well. And so he made war on your people and drove them from the eastern lands. The Alfar fell before an avalanche of corrupted fervor. The Tuatha acted as one army and built the Prismere Chantries as new idols of their false mountain god, their Tirnoch.
Help a friend out, won't you? There's a release for this cage on a wall there. I am called Ordo. You have my thanks, stranger. I was beginning to worry that no one would ever come, that I would stare at these same walls until I was drawn behind the veil. The Fate Weaver Mora Challan resides in the Great Chamber, imprisoned in her home by the Tuatha. She has made a bargain with me. If I help her escape, she will help me alter my fate. No longer will misfortune plague me. This pleases me. Re-Reckoning is a vast, cavernous ruin, and finding Mora in its depths is a task. Let us go. He was a respected member of the Eventide clan. Bareth was working with him. I foresaw he would have little use for an apprentice once his work with the Mergen was complete. Most of my clan were slain outright, their screams spiraling into the great cycle like smoke. I believe I had already left Eventide, and would have escaped Twilight Pass altogether but for my desire to visit with Mora. It will be worth it. I was an apprentice to Bareth during his wishing to move out of his shadow and to prove my own worth. I set out to explore the world. What I found, who I found, it existed in Twilight Pass long before Ashmore and Eventide, and even before the House of Vengeance and our Grand Winter Court. Re-Reckoning, she's imprisoned in the Great Chamber far below the surface. The Mergen will seek to stop us, but a bit of force, I understand.
this, Aethel. The light of water emblazoned upon the wall. It poured with a multitude of souls of peace. Escaped the well and flowed the pattern. It will forever sing the twilight of ethereal harmony. Balance moved.
It is as I feared. The door to the great chamber has been locked and keep a watchful eye for Mergen. It would be a pity. Excellent.
Ordo, you have returned, and you have brought a companion. It is a pity, for you I mean, that Ordo's hunger for a brighter fate has so clouded his judgment, and to have your friend witness it. Gask and his pet sword Cryamore bound me to this chamber, fearing what might happen if I ventured into their new kingdom. I am Mora, Watcher of the Weave. This world, this tapestry of time. I've been trapped in this magical ruin by the Tuatha. I suppose it is a compliment, this thread in time that has brought me here. The Tuatha have trapped me in this ruin, my home, aware of my... I need the strength to break the curse, and will do anything to escape, even if it means regrettable. But it is the only way. Now, I shall take Ordo and consume him as fuel for my... Gask sealed this ruin with the blood of the dead, and the spirits of the Fae fallen. It is cursed. To break the curse, I must draw strength from... Ordo carries the power I crave, but not for much longer. You wish to fight Mora Challen where she is strongest?
Thank you for defeating Mora. I am lucky to be able to walk the... You have my blessings. I think I will meditate here a while, and think on what I will do next. The Merkin used to stay underground, but now they have been drawn to the surface. Twilight Pass is full of hidden nooks, in which the Merkin might hide. So look before you... Eventide was a clan of the highest regard until the Tuatha destroyed it. We believed in the judgment of the winter. I was an apprentice to Bareth during his... Wishing to move out of his shadow and to prove my own worth, I set out to explore the world. To be caged deep in a ruin like Weckenai is a punishment. I am forever grateful.
And you did find it. And that is your curse? The Arathi are gone. Upon these shattered ribs of early cities, they've left no mark. No name, no prayer, no secret word, no promise of return, no warning cry, no tale of a lonely death. What message might they have left, scratched in this antique stone, soft as a dusty grave? The peace of the Arathi returns the lifeblood of magic. They are the ultimate deceivers, the opposite of that which they appear. I saw their true form revealed there, a horrible, chaotic monstrosity, as foul and terrible as I once thought wondrous. My entire life spent chasing this dream. There was the truth before me. We are alone. There is nothing to save us. No greater things than the things we wreak.
Another mortal spawn.
I hate to admit it, but goodbye.
Good day.
Now that I am back at the camp, the Alfar cannot afford to be pushed back into the Caliph coast. Goodbye.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Welcome to Camp Moondown.
Hello. Now that I am back at... If you require anything, I would be honored to help. Goodbye.
Hi there, hero. Can I help?
here. Hurry. I was hoping someone would come. Have you ever seen such things? Such violence? Such abominations? I cannot comprehend it. He wishes to add mortal beasts to Godflow's ranks. An endless supply of living weapons. Someone must stop them. If not Bereth, then you or me. The Murgan are dangerous enough now, but imagine if the Tuatha command... I last saw Bereth as Crymore's men dragged him deep into walk with a light foot. Acting while unseen will offer your best chance of survival. And try to... There's no other like him in all of Alabastra. His interest in other races. But the Tuatha wish to exploit every trace of knowledge to their own ends. So thus they took Bereth, wishing to extract his knowledge by any means. Your kind call them Murgan, denizens of the sea and shore. They are violent. The Tuatha have imprisoned them and turned their potential. Though it is part of winter's decay, I feel that it is tragic. It is unnatural for Fae, Seelie or unseelie. The clan of Eventide was all but returned to the Great Cycle by Tuatha soldiers. Most of our people were drawn behind. Crymore keeps him nearby. If you can, release the Murgan prisoner. Goodbye. Eymar is gone, but so is Berth. He did not deserve such a... You are a friend to Eventide, even if few of its folk remain. Take this key. It will Thank you, mortal. Now go. Good luck.
If you were here, then you were sold to the putrid lands of the old. Your lost body will burn, to crumbled ash will your bones turn. There is no hope left for your life. Wielding hammer, sword, or knife will not save you. You are the waste of a contempt's malicious taste. And what awaits your untuned mind is what you hope you'll never find. The vilest, darkest, blackest thing. The conscience of a reigning king.
Agarth will not be far behind you. Neither of us saw any sign of... A scout on the ridge above saw the two Arthur mounting for a counterattack. If you'd rather not wait, talk with Agarth. Time is of the essence. The Pale Country, once the peaceful home to the Winter Court, my homeland will not suffer this indignity. Together, we... Agarth, if he tells you he's ready, of course. If you wish to proceed with caution, the scout on the ridge will know what we're up against. Careful. The House of Vengeance. Careful.
The cycle has been upset.
You foolish mortals, listen well to advice in this tale of atrocities that we will tell. Horror awaits the fools who fell and languish behind arcane veil.
You're back. I was keeping an eye on you from a safe distance to see if I am amazed. I dared not speak of it, but there are prophecies of a mortal who would while the defeat of Gask will count as a victory against the madness of Gadflow. I wonder if it is a harbinger of... Prophecies aside, you have done as I asked, and we, the clan of Ashmore, farewell.
Here to haggle.
I'm at your command. Just don't ask me to... Bye-bye. I'm at your command. Just don't... Bye-bye.
Yes? Are you in need of aid? I so Goodbye.
Of own they sung, but now a god proclaimed enchanting song. They worship on their earthen sod, and bow their heads and pray and nod. Another name to bear their wrong. Flames of warlike engines roar and quake through heaven's path. In Gadflow's name they battle more. And then, despite the peace of yore, will murder neighbors in their wrath.
Make no mistake. They can feel pain.
Let's drive these red-eyed back.
Good to see you here. Ready? I am. But there hasn't been any sign of Aelin Shear or Vent. Damn it all! I knew we couldn't trust her. I sent Ventrinio to keep an eye on her. He was sending me messages until recently. But there were fewer and fewer as we've got. We need to get through the House of Vengeance and kill the Cur. And we'll have to do it without them. He's the closest thing Vengeance has to a leader anymore. A face so consumed with... If you're going to get into Bale, the Cur has to die. We'll go as far as we can. Whatever is happening in Bale needs to... Listen, you're more powerful than I ever was. If anyone can stop this, it's you. When you kill the Cur, you go into Bale, and if we get separated, I'll keep fighting to keep an escape route. Stay on guard.
It's a shame to ruin the stone gardens with blood. Bale, the icy heart of my people, with bridges of woven stone and ice. It sickens me to think of what Gadflow's been. Let's see. We've got an aging hero and an ageless rogue, and we might have half a chance. At best.
They left you helpless and without hope, among the barren plains or searching for food on mountain slope, and finding only gallows rope. And then you thank them for your pains.
It is good to see another in this place. I could not bear to see all the pain being caused. When I tried to help above. When I was attacked by Tuatha, I found shelter here, and now... It may seem unsettling that I would take solace in a place like this, but I have time to hone my... The Tuatha tried to punish me for being a healer, but I was fortunate to escape to the... I do not know what will become of me. Only that I wish to stay away from any Tuatha that may... I have seen them, the things they can do. It was why I chose to help. And then, the thing... I thought perhaps I would stay away, down here, but every place I find seems touched by Prismir. So I stopped searching. Until we meet another time. You are kind to visit mortal, and until we meet another time. You are kind to visit mortal, and welcome until we meet another time. You are kind to visit mortal. Farewell.
As the sun is to the forest, Tirnoch is to the Fae of winter. Some embraced this new god, this break from the great cycle. Others hid in the darkest of places. Gadflow spoke of Tirnoch, and the Prismere emanated its power. It is a source of magic and hatred. It no longer slumbers beneath Amathen. The unbroken horizon of the winter is now the fiery haze of destruction. So these two sides are yours to choose, and the evils they put out. One to kill you without a ruse. One you're merely tools for their use. Either way, a foolhardy seat.
You are the child of dust I heard. Please, will you not end my suffering? Only through my death will so many others be saved. I think about it every day, and hope only for... There's so much hatred and hurt. Nothing... I'm so full of shame for what I've done. I will forever be making amends. The people who chose to defy him were given potions of disease and sickness, wrought by... all because Godflow wanted them to fade slowly and painfully out of this world. This place was here long before even the house... We left it be until Godflow needed space to build and plan in secret. He put us master makers here. Under the Witch Knight, Faraglen and I were trusted and allowed to roam. His zeal and poor Belny, they've used spells to make him work. They knew too well he was not and never would. She can cross the magic barrier that she sleeps behind, but we cannot ever move past it. Thus, we have been unable to sway things in our favor. You mean the making of potions? My kind's work is different than yours, but its nature is the same.
You are no Tuatha. It's been so long since I faced one. Not Godflow keeps us here to do his bidding. Otherwise we certainly would not have blood. We are three who Godflow gathered here. Kiftal, Farah. The others are not as I am. You'll find them ahead in a different state. She does Godflow's bidding as well. He sent her here. If only we could free ourselves. As long as she is here, Godflow, ha! He was the court jester, you know. Before... No, I am not. Not in the heart of my essence. So I was made to work as you see me here. Oh, what I would not give to be free of this place. When Gadflow began his war, he sent his minions forth to fight. When they crushed the House of Ashmore, I was dragged here and made to... If that is what mortals call my making, then yes, I am. I would give of my work. The Witch Knight Anira still keeps this place. Kill the two Tuatha overlords that stand guard upstairs. You bring that to me, and I'll see what I can make you. The price is free if you promise to use the weapon I forged to bring down Witch Knight Anira. For this special task, I will let you choose which one suits you best, mortal. So then, which will it be? An excellent choice. Speak with me when you're ready to have this...
shattered weapon? No. Wait right here while I... Yes. And finally... here it is. I am but one master you have helped. Faraglen and Kiftel may require your talents as... Now you have a weapon forged with all the anger and hatred we hold. Use it to crush her. Save us from this miserable...
You are not the Witch Knight Anira. Why are you down here? You are no... Speak, now! Ha, the deluded fool. He thinks he can deny who he is. But Anira keeps us master makers here as her workers, ready to do Gadflow's bidding in a blink. We'll just have to wait and see how long that lasts. You see, Belny has managed to craft you a great weapon. And Kiftel, well, the Prismere seems to be taking her. Not sure if there's anything to be done about that. The god under the mountain has made us his favored children, and decreed that children of dust are enemies. That is the mortal word for it, yes. We are able to assist with gems on your arms and armor. Yes, murder and bloodshed, defilement and glory. Who will win, who shall suffer defeat? Seems like quite the predicament. I'm fine to just follow the Tirnock, our herald triumphant, our morning sun, our destiny. She just goes on and on and on. Always the same thing. Wishing if you could get her to make you a useful potion, you know. Give her something to do a while. At least the rest of us could get some peace and quiet for once. That insect ordered those like Anira to do his bidding. He lacks the dignity to take care of his own treacherous deeds. Her heart is frozen, like the ice of 1,000 winters. I certainly do not appreciate her using that as an advantage over me. I am far from my home and the distance enfeebles me. Like the age, I despise it as much as I despise them. Imprisoned? Oh, you make me laugh, mortal. And that surely doesn't happen. See, you've been talking to that lackey Beldy. Rest assured, mortal, the only reason I've yet to kill you is because I've grown tired of orders. There is a rare gemstone I could craft, which, when socketed to the appropriate weapon, would be incredibly hard. You, mortal, need only to bring me the ink. And I can see that Belny has already forged you a suitable weapon to which we can socket the gem. She gives me orders here. A powerful witch knight one would not want. I do not wish to live in her shadow any longer. How can she keep us here? You get to keep that head of yours, assuming it's of any... And I can offer you my services in addition to helping you obtain and socket the rare gem. This is a unique gem that only one so talented as myself has. Therefore, it will require raw Prismere shards. Bring the raw Prismere shards to me and I can create the gem. all's well. Here, take this. You'll want to speak with Kiftel over there. I cannot take her ramblings much longer. If you tell her you came to help, that should shut. Belny and I have helped you. Now you must reason with Kiftel to gain her trust. Once all three of us have given you what you need in exchange for your fetching abilities, we can take back our lives. There is much more to be done if we are to eradicate her completely.
Either it is finished at long last, and all is lost, or you are how I have prayed for this moment. I beg you, cut me down. Quiet me. Send me to Ashara. The desecrations I have wrought haunt me. As long as Witch Knight Anira holds her grip on Canrain, we will be forced to do the— and this I cannot do any longer. Belny and Farglen both helped you, child? No longer would the three of us be forced to craft for Gadflow's army. The god under the mountain. Instead of worship, the Tuatha should fear Tirnoch. There is another, but I would ask it of no one. A fungus. With it I could create a potion that would let one pass through the magical barrier Anira hides behind. If someone were to rid us of her... I see your heart is set. Bring me the Sorogweth. It will be growing in a... There are spells upon me that prevent it. I tried once, I have begged Farglen for his help many times, but he just laughs and spits. The Sorogweth fungus is a special type of mushroom that grows... It has rare and magical properties that make it useful for concocting powerful elixir.